Hello, third graders. Welcome to lesson 2.9. Today we continue looking at division, and we've learned that division means sharing something. So if we have 6 pieces of gum here, we share them among 3 kids, then each one is going to get 2. But what I want you to start to think of is, what if we had 7 pieces of gum? What if we had an extra one? What would we do with that? Okay, so start to think about that as we work through. Our goal here is to be able to use picture models to solve division story problems, and these are going to have some extra pieces sometimes. All right, so let's spend a moment with this problem here. 4 friends equally share 6 granola bars. How many granola bars will each friend get? So think through that. Oh boy, this is going to be different. So if you had 4 kids, there were 6 granola bars. How would you divide those up? Spend a moment. You can draw a picture or think through things. What would you do with 6 granola bars if you had 4 friends? All right. Well, one thing I do notice is that if 4 friends have 6 granola bars, each friend is going to get one whole granola bar. Okay. And I'm going to try to show you just part of this picture here. Right. So I've got 4 friends down here. There's another friend that you can't see over here. But each friend is going to get one whole granola bar, right? One for her, and one for him, and one for her, and one for them. Well, then what you have left is you have 2 extra granola bars, right? Because there's 6 granola bars and there's 4 friends. So what might they do with the other granola bars? Well, think about what you and your friend would do. You would take a granola bar and split it in half, right? So this young lady gets one half of that, and he gets one half also, right? And then these 2 friends took this one and split it apart. So sometimes when we have some leftovers and in division, we call that a remainder. A remainder. Sometimes when we are working with remainders, we can split up what is left, right? We can break these granola bars in half and give each kid an extra half granola bar. But what if the kids are sharing? What if the friends were sharing pennies rather than granola bars? How would the answer be different? All right, so we have to do a picture here. So I'm going to draw the kids. There are 4 kids, and there are 6 pennies. So are there enough pennies for each kid to get one? Yes, right? I'm going to call this kid A, right? He's going to get this penny. And so that's going to go to him. That'll go to her. That'll go to him. And that'll go to her. So now look at these, right? Well, break them in half. Are you breaking pennies in half? No, right? You can't have pennies and then break those in half. So you would have to think about what you would do with that. So really what we're doing here is we're dividing 6 divided by 4 into 4 different groups, but we have 2 extras here. So we would think, well, each kid can only get 1 penny. That's going to be our answer here, right? Because we can't do anything with these extra 2, right? If we give this one to her, well, then all the rest of them are going to be mad. So each kid is going to get one whole penny. So sometimes when we have a remainder, we have to ignore it. We just kind of leave it off. We don't pay attention to it. All right. So again, in the granola bars question, we could divide the remaining 2 pieces in half, but we can't do that with pennies. So we have to use our good brains and we have to think about the situation. All right, here we go. Let's do this one together. So 3 children are going to share 13 pennies. How many pennies will each child get? So you're going to help me out here. How many children do I need to draw? Okay, 3 children. Do I have 3 children down here? Nope, I have nothing down there. All right, that's good because I need that space. So 3 children, and we're going to draw the 13 pennies. This will take me a moment. 11, 12, 13. How many pennies will each child get? Right? They all have to receive the same because we're dealing with equal groups when we divide. Right? So if we call these children, we'll give them fantastic names like A, B, and C. As we give these pennies out, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, and so on. A, B, C. Uh-oh. What about this one? Well, let's think about that. What would we do with this penny? We have to give all the kids the same amount. What would we do with this penny? Yeah, just like we did in the previous problem, we have to kind of ignore that penny, right? Maybe Mr. White gets that penny. So how many pennies will each child get? Well, let's just look at A because we know that B and C get the same amount. A gets this one, this one, this one, this one. So how many pennies does each child get? 4 pennies. Remember to always label your answer with what it is. Pennies. 4 pennies. All right. Now, what you are going to work on, you're going to work on Math Journal page 52. Okay, and so I'm going to kind of read through these with you, and we're not going to do anything on here, so you don't need your Math Journal open yet, but I'm going to kind of talk to you about some of the thinking you might do. So a class of 30 children wants to play ball. How many teams can be made with exactly 6 children on each team? So your picture is going to go right here, right? You're dividing 30 children into groups of 6. Your answer will go here. If there's any leftovers, they would go here. Number model, we should have written the number model on the past ones that we did. Let's do that now. So what we did here is we took 13 and we divided it by 3, and our answer was 4. And then we had a remainder of 1, right? Remainder. And so that's usually shown with an R like this for remainder 1. Sometimes you'll have remainders on here and sometimes you won't. For another game, number 2, the same class of 30 children wants to have exactly 4 children on each team. How many teams can be made? Again, right? Your picture is going to go here, your answer, and then if you have any leftover kids, you're going to write them here in your number model. And on our last one, Roberto has 25 pencils to share equally among 3 pencil boxes. How many pencils does he put in each box? So you're going to have picture, answer. If you have any leftovers, they'll be written here. All right, third grade. So what we're focusing on today is equal sharing number stories, and sometimes we have some things left over. Now, I'll give you a hint. In these 3 problems, there's 2 of them that have something left over, but one of them doesn't have a remainder. There's none left over. It works out evenly. There's a little hint as you get ready to work on page 52. If you have any questions, third graders, please let me know. And good luck.